Hello everyone. Hope your day's going well. Yeah, I am videotaping Houdini because when I decided to turn on the camera to make the video, Houdini decided to be included in the video. Which I'm okay with that. Hopefully everybody else is okay with that. Hey cats, that's what they do, they're nosy. Gotta check everything out, see everything. Hopefully you can see my pictures, my signs, however you want to say it. I can get the camera closer. Just set it up that way the last minute to do this video. This video has really been on my mind all day. This weekend I'd watched some videos on pagans, witchcraft, being a pagan. I've mentioned before, and anybody online knows when you look up something like that or you're into stuff like that, everything in the world about it comes up because you've already clicked on it once. So all that comes up on my YouTube channel. I live on YouTube. I've said that in videos. This is going to be another one of those videos where you got to be a true fan of me and my channel to watch it completely through. I'm going to try not to make it any longer than it has to. We all know I tend to ramble and get off topic, so let's hope I don't do that because I really have a lot to say about this video and about the content in this video, so hopefully I won't forget anything, get nervous, get in a hurry. I forget something, realize, and I always play my videos back before I upload them. Sometimes I completely delete the video and start over because I messed up or mispronounced something, something happened, but then sometimes I go ahead and just put it on there anyway, upload it. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm not perfect. Anybody that watches this channel knows I'm not perfect. None of us are really, but so hopefully I won't mess this up and I can get in everything I want to say about this in this video. This video is going to be, this is what it's called, what it's like for me to be a pagan, or what I mean when I tell folks I consider myself Southern pagan witch. Talked about witchcraft in my videos. This channel was supposed to have been about witchcraft, which it ends up being a lot of my life and things in my life. And last few videos about me closing the house, I've explained that I'm about to go crazy without my witchcraft supplies and things, herbs and stuff that I use because everything's packed up. Excited, hopefully it's about to happen this week where I can get set back up. I hope to do a whole witch wall in my new place, if you will, or hell, I might even go out and buy a whole nother little small storage shed and it'd be all about my witchcraft and my witchcraft supplies. Who knows, time will tell. I've mentioned in videos that being a witch and witchcraft is not for lazy people. You're always reading, you're always studying, you're always plotting for spells, rituals, full moons, videos. Me, it's holidays and everything else, your witchcraft pertaining to your American holidays if you're American, and holidays and things you celebrated all your life regardless of what religion you are or what you believe in. So it ends up being busy and it's a lot going on. But I do consider myself pagan, and let me tell you why. Pagan religion, yes, pagan is a form of a religion. Back before Christianity, different countries had their own beliefs about different gods and the different gods they worshipped and the deities. If you look up in the dictionary the version of pagan, it'll say somebody that lived out in the country folks. So that was true, they lived out in the country, and whenever I got on the bandwagon with going to the big new church, the country people continued to worship their gods and the things that they had did for years, and probably their generations of their family before them had these same gods they worshipped. So yes, pagans keep to the old ways and the old gods that they worshipped and try to keep to the old ways as strictly as they possibly can. That's where my paganism comes in with my old truck. My bikes are old. I hate to see our Southern ways and values flying out the window, which that's a whole nother video I could do in itself, so I really won't get far out there with that. Houdini. But I consider myself pagan for that reason. I'm country, I'm old school, I keep to the old ways. The Indians, Native Americans, they were pagans. If you're a Christian and you go by the Christian Bible, it talks a lot about pagans in the Old Testament, like in the King days and things. So pagan is old school, it's old religion. So I watch these videos because, like I said, to be a witch, you got to keep, you're always reading, you're always studying, you're always plotting. And so I try to do something every day. And that was my thing on Sunday. I got tired of listening to card readings and had a minute and decided to watch the pagan videos. I watched the one on Gerald Gardner and all the famous witches, and watched, of course, everything about Wicca. If you're not pagan and you're curious or witch to any of this, anything you want to know, we all know is at our fingertips on the phone. You can look it all up on YouTube. You can also go to my profile on Facebook. I am Pearl Bailey. It'll show the South Witch. And my profile picture, I post a lot of YouTube videos on there. I don't accept friends requests anymore. You have to see previous videos for that reason, if anybody wants to watch those videos. But it branches out to say that there was a few different forms of paganism. Some of them kept to the old ways the best they could. It mentions the Druids. It mentions like shamans, the different beliefs in the pagans and the different forms of religion. Some of them formed their own religions of paganists and, being a pagan and their own gods, and they did what served them and what worked for them. I hear that a lot. I say that a lot. You do you. You figure out what works for you. Druids, I said that. Sorry, my brain's going blank here. Revised pagans was mentioned as far as newer form of paganism. It all pertains to old school, the old ways. Some of them added to it, some of them took it away from it, some of them were hell-bent on keeping it 100% pagan to the old ways. You can do that, you can. I mean, it's easier said than done. As times change, people change, things change. But you can still keep to your old ways. I mean, look at the Amish people. They keep to the old ways of the buggies and the horses. Well, now they're doing bicycles and minivans and things because the world's got so busy and full of everything today that they had to get on the bandwagon with some modern stuff to be able to keep up. So, you can't always keep to everything old and sacred and old school like you want to. A lot of us want to. It is what it is, but you can still keep your beliefs and what who you worship, what God you worship, or deity, or your own way of doing things. Again, witchcraft is not a religion. Pagan was a form of religion, paganism, but witchcraft, other than Wicca, is not necessarily a religion. It's a way of life. That's why I say you do something every day, I do something every day. Just like the bikers, the scorpions, the grim reapers that I associate with, that's their way of life. That's what they do. Their life revolves around their club and their patch and their bikes and the rides and things. I'm too busy, folks, for stuff like that. I mean, I have a lot going on in the videos, and I mentioned that in a lot of videos. I stay busy with a lot of different things. I have a lot of different interests. Witchcraft and the witches became a spin-off of paganism, if you will, or being a pagan. They started adding spells and rituals. Magic, basically. Magic got added, and that's where the witches come in. Again, Native Americans, they're like the witches. They were pagans. They keep to the old ways. Pagans believe in protecting the earth and the animals and the environment. Everything living in perfect harmony, which is the five-pointed star. Everything needs to be in balance. The earth, the air, the people, the water, the sea, the animals, the creatures. Everything needs to coincide in harmony and coincide together. Pagans believe in the rituals of, the earth and elements, and witches do too. Native Americans, they were the same way. They believed in protecting the animals and protecting the earth. Pagans, witches, we all have that same belief, if you will. That's part of what I've mentioned in videos. There's a lot of things that let me know that I was a witch in a different life because there was too much I knew about this once I started in practicing 9-10 years ago and reading, studying, practicing. A lot of it I already knew, and that's the only way to explain that is I had to have been a witch in another life. And yes, by the way, reincarnation is being proved more and more these days in 2026. I'm a firm believer in it. Most witches do believe 100% reincarnation. Wiccans do, I believe, as well. Don't quote me on that, but they do not believe in the devil like in the Christian religion. So they believe in the afterlife and the Summerland. And so, and then you have, I mentioned your different types of witchcraft. I did a video on that. I consider myself a general witch because I'm a little bit of all that. I'm a green witch with my plants. I'm a kitchen witch when I do, I get in my kitchen to make candles, and then I like to bake things for holidays and make a lot of Jell-O shots for the holidays. So, and I'm a general witch because, I do play with the tarot cards. I don't necessarily do a lot of reading for people, but I do what I need to do for myself with my cards as far as a reading or a question. Where I'm going with this is I don't talk a lot in my videos about my practice or my spirituality or what I really practice. I do from time to time, and I put hidden little verses in videos to try to hide it from YouTube or, give you a hint there to certain things. So I'm a witch in general. I make candles, I burn candles, I learn something, I'm constantly reading, I decorate for every holiday, I have a tree for every holiday, every turn of the wheel of the year. By the way, our wheel is fixing to turn again, 20th or 21st. We're going into Lithia, however you want to say it, I do believe. My brain is still spinning right now trying to get all this out about the paganism. Again, I didn't want to leave anything out, but I did watch, I'm talking maybe 4 or 5 videos, and again, I did repost, it's all on my Facebook. But in my craft, I do the candles. I do candles every day, incense every day. I try to listen to a reading on YouTube every day, or I'm plotting for a video, or plotting for a full moon video. Okay, what am I going to do for this full moon? What is my video going to be in the full moon? I don't do a lot of the quarters and things of the moon. I try to stick to the full moons as far as my videos and altars and things. That's all over my YouTube channel here. So I do something every day. I burn my candles every day. I'm plotting, I'm planning my next video. Again, I'm already plotting my next witchy section in my new place. All my signs here, which I have a lot of other things you've seen throughout the videos and the house. Getting down here, folks, to where this is some of my last videos in this house after 8 years of being here and 2 years of making videos. Wow. Finally looks like it's about to be over soon as far as moving on to a new place. And my spirits, I will ask them, invite them, ask them, hey, you're free to go with me. You're free to stay because they are in my house. Any of you witches out there, you've got spirits and you know who's who and what's what, and they may follow you, they may follow me, mine may follow me when I leave, they may not, but I will let them know that, hey, that's up to you. You can stay here, you can go. Now, I may end up getting a call later on from the new owners. You got to get your spirits out of my house. I'll be like, you're on your own, man. I've already moved out. You deal with the spirits. Yeah, we do have them. You do have spirits. We all have angels. Whether you believe in being Christian or not, we have angels and spirits around us, especially if you're spiritual like I am. I consider myself spiritual. I do not follow any kind of organized religion whatsoever. I do me and my craft. I say that a lot. A lot of videos on here in witches will tell you that. You do you. So I don't follow any particular god. I don't follow anything organized. I'm a solo witch. I practice solely on my own. When I first got into it, I would talk about it a little bit here and there because I was so curious and I was also excited. But now, after all these years I've been doing this, this is the only way I really talk about this is in a video, unless somebody asks me. I don't push my witchcraft on anybody. Don't try to get anybody to join or feel like they need to know about it. If you ask, I will let you know. That's why I say on here, comment, subscribe, ask me a question. I don't welcome any of the crazy shit, don't comment bad shit, because if I do somebody else's material on here, I make sure that's known. And same as I tell you if it's mine, or this is my perception of it. So my perception of the videos of paganism is there's several forms of it. There's a part of it in me. Whatever you are, if you bring a tree into your home and decorate it, you can thank a pagan for that. So a lot of the stuff from paganism, I will say that this is my perception of it, that Christian people did it because it was still in their family from the pagan ways, and just nobody ever told them, well, hey, if you do this, this is pagan. So there's a lot of things we do that you can consider yourself pagan, and it is pagan. But if you are not into the pagan or the craft or anything, or consider yourself pagan or witch or Wiccan or anything, then once you do decide to take this step or this journey, or you're curious, you want to know more, whatever, then you decide where you want to go with it. Where's your path taking you? Where are you going to end up with it? And in the beginning, you get asked, are you witch, Wiccan, or pagan? I used to just say I was into the witchcraft and the practice, but now that I've learned more, I can consider myself pagan, and I do. So I enjoyed the video. If anybody wants to watch it again, you can get it off my Facebook, or you can just Google pagan videos on YouTube. They'll all come up. Wiccans believe in the horn god and the goddesses, the goddess and the horn god. That is a religion for them, and they use magic and practice the craft, and you have to be initiated into Wicca, is my understanding, in the beginning, which is how Gerald Gardner ended up in Wiccan, and well, inventing the Wiccan religion, and ended, you know, again, watch the video. I can't remember everything, and then trying to repeat, you know, every single thing I heard in the video. I'm old shit, I can't remember. And I'm not gonna sit down and take notes. But it all is interesting, and it is facts. I mean, if you get tired and you hear this and that, and you don't really know what to believe or where to start to check into things, then YouTube's a real good start. And then you can ask questions and go from there. Got some videos coming up. Again, I was really excited about this one because I watched the videos, these videos I'm talking about. So that inspired me to do this one. I've got a couple of more videos that I'm trying to work out in my mind to do. If the house closes on Thursday, like I'm hoping, today is Tuesday, then no, it probably I know more than likely be a few days before I get another video in. Then it might be at the new place. But I want to do elaborate a little more about what I practice and what I believe in and what I do and what I don't do. And some other ones, I ain't gonna mention all of them, but we'll see how it goes. Time will tell. But I am gonna move this a little bit closer. Tell everybody I'm the Queen of Wands. That's one of my favorite cards. It does represent Sagittarius and fire signs. My cauldron, I put the 5 incense for the 5 points. Earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Didn't do the pink candle for any particular reason, just it was still, well, what I had left from Friday night. I got home late Friday night, so I didn't burn the whole candle. I've done this video on that with the candle colors and candle colors of the days of the week. Well, I do mine faithfully. The green one again just got thrown in here. Yes, I'm still adding to my back sculpture here. It's in a couple of videos. Still working on it, get ready to have to put it in the box. Hopefully I don't break any of it moving. It's too hot to set it outside. A lot of my candle supplies are by the back door, ready to go out to move because it's too hot to take them outside. My glue sticks and wax and everything would melt. It's so hot. Hope you got something out of this video, and I thank you if you stayed till the end to watch the whole video. Wow, I know it's 18 minutes long, so it's a little bit long. But if you stayed to the end, thank you. Hope you got something you need out of it, or you might even got a question answered with it. Hope you will tune in to my next video. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, turn me on to somebody. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Hope everybody has a good rest of their Tuesday afternoon and a good rest of their week. Look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Love and light, everyone.